Good morning, 14 minutes before 7 o'clock. Anthony, for a March morning, temperature-wise, we're not doing too badly.
Not too bad, but the problem is in the afternoons, it's been cloudy, so it's the reverse effect, as you may know at home. When you get clouds overnight, it doesn't allow the heating of the day to escape to space or the upper atmosphere, but during the day, it's like a blanket and it keeps it cooler. But that's the story of the last couple of days. But we have things to look forward to. Spring-like weather is ahead. Starting tomorrow, sunsets will be at 7 o'clock. And then starting on Monday, we see the chance for high temperatures to pop up into the 70s. Yeah, that's not an error on your screen. That's not, your eyes do not deceive you. 70s in the forecast for a couple days next week. But we got to deal with what's going on right now. There are some clouds out there, and the warm weather has been staying off towards the Ohio Valley all week. Yesterday, the high in Pittsburgh was 71 degrees, and the high in Scranton was 43. So it's been just a contrast. There's a boundary right here. Usually fronts progress from west to east across the country. This time, there's an eastern wind that brought some cool, dense air from the north and east, and it's trapped along the Allegheny Mountains here, the Allegheny front, and that's what's making it cloudy. But eventually, this will all break apart, and we'll see some sunshine. That will be tomorrow. 34 right now in Honesdale, 39 in Dew Shore, 42 in Jersey Shore, and 38 in Williamsport. You don't need me to tell you, you're dealing with fog here in the Poconos. It really hasn't let up, and so also in parts of central Pennsylvania and the lower branch of the Susquehanna Valley. Here's a view, current view of Lake Wallenpaupack. It is above freezing, so I wouldn't recommend ice fishing. If you do, make sure to check the thickness, at least 4 inches. 38 right now in Hawley, and pretty light winds across the area. So that fog will dissipate by about noontime. Most of us will be getting rid of the fog, but notice, I won't say it, areas will be dealing with fog in the Poconos area. Most of us will be dealing with some clouds. We'll break out some afternoon sunshine, and then a line of showers will pass in. It'll be heavier in central Pennsylvania, but it'll break up in eastern Pennsylvania, and that will happen starting about 6, and then a little bit later if you're more towards the Valley Cities area. It'll be later in the day. So if you're going to a Mountain Fest there, Montage Mountain, if you're going to Pittston Parade, we should be fine. We're talking about temperatures in the 40s, warming up to about 52. If you get a little bit more sunshine, you probably still need to bring the jacket. If you're headed out to St. Patrick's Parade, not too bad of a day. Definitely could be worse. Also a bit breezy as we get more southerly winds today, which will help things warm up just a little bit more. The Poconos should stay in the 40s today. Central Pennsylvania, a little bit warmer. You're still a little bit more sunshine. And then this is kind of the in-between zone. If we see a little bit more sunshine, we could be in the upper 50s, but if not, we'll be in the low and middle 50s. And then things warm up on Sunday as the front passes through, it'll kick out a whole bunch of clouds. And then the temperatures, they're on the roller coaster on the way up here over the next couple of days. And something I want to mention is Tuesday, the record high temperature is 68. And my forecast right now is 73. So that would beat the record by a few degrees. And then Wednesday, the record temperature is 74. It's a bit weird how there's a big discrepancy there. Technically a record on Wednesday, but still in the 70s. It'd be nice for a motorcycle ride, for the kids to be out in maybe a t-shirt and playing outside at recess. That'll be nice. And then Thursday, things come crashing down. So here's generally what's happening. The front is going to pass in. Here are those showers that'll kick out the clouds of Sunday afternoon sunshine, high pressure building in, and that is along with warm weather. So we're talking Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll see that warm weather build in, and then those clouds come back on Wednesday, and then another front passes in, and things come crashing down next week. So Andy, we'll enjoy it for a couple days, but I think by next Saturday, we're talking about highs in the 40s and 50s for the Scranton Parade. Just an early preview, not on the 7-day, but I just want to put that in people's minds. Not going to be a warm day out on the parade, but as you probably know, it's been much worse. So looking like a little bit cooler next weekend.
We've had some major snowstorms in March.
Yeah, I'll take 40s and 50s as long as no precipitation.
I agree with you there. Anthony, thank you.